and I closed my eyes, and just as soul was with him, I could see him he was in this body of light in my bedroom, just sort of like glowing. And I felt his presence, like I felt how much he loved me. And at the same time, myself as soul, I could experience myself outside my body with him. But it was like dual awareness. Dual awareness means, like, how can I describe it? It's like being in two places at the same time. So in the bedroom, we were both there together. But then as soul, as a spark of God, at the same time, I was also in this level of heaven. It was just, I was swallowed, like you could say, swallowed up or engulfed or encompassed by this entire universe of pure white light. It was like went on and on and on, like this radiance, this sort of, you could say, light essence. And it was like sparkling, like with little light particles. And it was this brilliant, brilliant light. And the light just went on like a field. It just went on and on and on forever. And there was a sound. It was like the sound of heaven, like a melody. And it was just total serenity. This was the home of God, and I could feel Alan's presence, but he wasn't like in his physical body or a light body or any body that looked like his human self. It didn't look like him. It was just his pure spirit, like just pure spirit, just him, who he truly is, a soul. And I could feel that he loved me, but then at the same time, I could also feel this presence, like, of God. And also there was this, we also felt this sense of being in another universe. And it was like, how can I put it? It was like an ocean. Like a vast ocean. It's the ocean of love and mercy. It's God, like God's presence. I sat on the cot, I looked at his picture, and it was kind of funny too, because his picture, it was really weird. I had used that picture every night, and the picture actually manifested on it like a circle right on his spiritual eye. There was like a circle on the picture there. I thought that was kind of funny that it was like that. But anyway, I closed my eyes, and again, I did soul projection, out of body Tusa travel to heaven. And again, on the lower level, I could see him, like his body of light in my room. And then I was also with him outside my body. We were floating by the ceiling. And then at the same time, I was in this heaven, this white universe. It was like engulfing me, like I was swallowed up by it. And it just went on forever. This was the Anami Lock, deep in the pure positive God worlds. And there was a beautiful, beautiful sound, like a high vibration, high-pitched sound current, the audible life stream. And I had something troublesome in my heart, and I was seeking guidance from God and the Varden Divine Spirit, and from Alan, my husband, deceased husband, and about about a letter. And I was troubled about it, about different things in the future. In the midst of this heaven, I had this experience where the letter just transformed. It became enormous in size. Like, it was bigger than me. It was much bigger than me. It was enormous in size. The entire letter became like this portal, like an interdimensional portal. And I was startled that it became a portal. And then I just sort of flew. I don't know I'm not sure what level of heaven this happened, but I was experiencing dual awareness, meaning I was in several levels of heaven at the same time. But I flew through the letter into the future, where I was in this enormous, it was like a what would you call that? Not a stadium, like a auditorium type of place. And I could see all of these different people who, some of them I knew some of these people. It was one of our spiritual seminars, and it was the future. I saw the year on the wall, and I saw sort of like this ripple effect that people that I knew and were connected to me, there was this ripple effect that people that were connected to me, they sort of like had this ripple where it lifted them up spiritually, and it sort of like helped them. And then I noticed it all of a sudden, it zoomed in on one person, one man that was sitting there, like among all these other people. And he was crying. He had tears in his eyes. And he was crying because he basically found what we were teaching, and which was out-of-body travel, and he was having experiences of leaving his body and touching heaven and feeling closer to God. And he was crying. He had tears of joy in his eyes. He had tears because he was feeling like his dreams were coming true. And when I saw that, I just felt this feeling of joy and elation, because Ellen and I, for years, and actually right before he died, he felt like he failed people. He told me, he said that, like our students we have students that are happy, but we don't have many students. And he said that he felt like he had seen people on an inner level, and he saw that there were individuals that just couldn't find us, and that they were struggling, and that he felt like a failure, that he had failed them, that he wasn't able to reach out to them, and because of that, he had failed. And I don't think he was a failure. I think he was a very beautiful person. But when I saw that in the future, I realized that Alan didn't fail, that he helped individuals, that it's basically not even us as a little self, but it's really divine spirit and God that is bringing individuals home to it, because that's the real point. The entire purpose of out-of-body travel is not entertainment. It's not to have like positive feelings or just to do-gooding, like to help other people. It's more than that. It's about, what does God want? God wants individuals to return, to come home. Well, what I saw related to the future was that there was a greater spirituality. I mean, there are many different paths to God, but Varden is the most direct path. And the future that I saw was that things became more spiritual. Like some people have called it like a golden cycle. Some people, period of difficulty. But what I saw was my own future, and also a sense that others had a greater future too. This spiritual, more of a spiritual future. And for me, this was looking in the future at my own life. I was seeing that individuals that practice the out of body travel that I teach, they were having this experience of this seminar. Like it was almost like I teleported into the future, and I could see what was going to happen to me and my friends in the future.